Hi, my name is Yui. I'm happy to be a guide for you in this series. We aim to bring the knowledge of the Microsoft security products for you so that you can understand and apply these technical configurations for your real business. In the previous video, we already went through the configurations to discover and manage Cloud App users with Microsoft Cloud App Security. And now, we will continue to work also in Cloud App Security to detect threats and manage alerts. You will see how to identify suspicious user activities and investigate risks to your organization so you can get appropriate action. Cloud App Security provides several threat detection policies that use machine learning and user behavior analytics to detect suspicious activities across your different applications. To get started, select Alerts. Out-of-the-box threat detection policies are enabled by default. After an initial learning period, Cloud App Security will start alerting you when suspicious actions are detected, such as activity from unmanaged IP address, suspicious inbox forwarding configurations, or ransomware activity, and more. So let's select activity from in-recon country to view more information about this alert. So this detection policy considers past activity locations and triggers an alert when an activity occurs from a new or infrequent location by any user in the organization. So you can scroll down to view the activity. Next, open the activity log detail. Here you can see details about the activity that triggered the alert, such as the user and the IP address. Next, let's look at the IP address details. You can see the number of open alerts, activities, and admin activities for the IP address. And you can also see the IP location. Next, select Investigate in Activity Logs. You can investigate the alert further by looking at the related activities performed during the user session. Now let's return to the alerts page. And there's also an alert for activity from a Tor IP address. Scroll down to see more details about the alert. In the activity log, you can see that there was a failed logon from a Tor IP address. So open the activity details to investigate. Let's view the user details. And you can see this user has 36 activities and 1 open alert. Here you can see numerous logon attempts on in a short period of time. Repeated logons are indicate of a potential attack. So now close the tab to return to the activity log for the alert. From here you can select a user action. And let's require the user to sign in again. This will prevent the user from accessing any of the organization's data until the user signs in to all applications again. To confirm the action, select Require user to sign again. Well, now that we've investigated alerts, let's look at how to configure detection policies. On this page, you can see a list of all the policies for your organization. So let's filter the list by policy type. We will filter for anomaly detection policy. Next, scroll down the list of policies and select Impossible Travel. This detection policy triggers alerts when activities are detected from a same user in different locations within a period of time that is shorter than the expected time to travel between the two locations. Scroll down to edit the scope of this policy. Each anomaly detection policy can be independently scoped so that it applies to only the users and groups you want to include and exclude from the policy. In this case, we will set this detection policy to exclude users who travel frequently, right? So first, select Include to specify the users and groups that this policy will apply to. So only included users and groups can be considered a threat and generate an alert. Next, select Exclude to specify users that this policy won't apply to. And any excluded users or groups won't be considered a threat and generate an alert, even if they are members of an included group. Next, scroll down and continue configuring the policy. And you can set the sensitivity slider to determine the level of anomalous behavior needed before the alert is triggered. So in this case, we set it to medium. So we will update it. Now that we reviewed some of the default detection capabilities of Cloud App Security, so let's create a custom policy. Cloud Security provides a variety of policy templates for you so that you can use for that. File policies are the great tool for finding threats on your information protection policies. For instance, file policies can find places where users store sensitive information, credit card numbers, and third-party ICAP files in your cloud. So the first one is to choose the policy template. And we'll select File Share with Unauthorized Domain. Next, apply the template. So Cloud Security populates the different properties of the policy, and you can review the properties and customize them if needed. So we need to customize the filter setting for this policy. Next, scroll down to create the policy. Now that we have created a custom policy, let's navigate to the OAuth apps page. So Microsoft Cloud App Security features app permissions that enable you to see which user install applications have OAuth permissions and access to data from Office 365, G Suite, and Salesforce. One app is showing a high permission level. Let's view its information. Here you can see details about the app, such as community use, which shows how common the app is in other organizations. This as community use so as rare. So next, select the permissions link. You can see a full list of permissions granted to the app. App permissions help you decide which apps to allow your users to access and which ones to disallow in your environment. Next, select the Related Activities link to view the activity log for this app. And we have learned that this is a high permission app with no recent activity, so let's ban it from the environment. So in the action column, select the Not Allowed icon to mark the app as banned. And you can choose to notify users that the app they install and authorize will be disabled and the access will be revoked. So next, select Ban App. You can just as easily approve an app for use in your organization. So note that when you mark an app as approved, there's no effect on the end user. So in the Actions column, select the check mark to mark the app as approved. So next, let's navigate to the dashboard page to investigate risky users. So in the list of top users to investigate, you can see an investigation priority score that calculates the risk of each user compared to other users in your environment. So the second user in the list is an administrator. So let's investigate further. You can reveal who the user is, the user's exposure, evidence for each activity, and more. And to specify a user action, select the drop-down arrow. And you can choose to view more information related to the user and take action on the user. Well, you just learned how to identify suspicious user activities and investigate risk to your organization so you can take appropriate action. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video.